All right, guys, so here we are back again with DavinciJ15, and he had a look at the Bitcoin chart, and he has kind of an urgent announcement to make regarding the Bitcoin price, regarding the next week, because there is volatility ahead, most probably. Whether this volatility will go to the upside or to the downside, you will get this information in this episode. So that being said, without further ado, because this episode won't be even too long, but very important, we want to get into the most important question of today. Da Vinci, you can probably already guess it. How are you feeling today, my man?
I'm feeling really good, man. Thanks for asking. Actually, I haven't told you this, but I've quit smoking. On Monday was my first day of non-smoking, and I've gone a whole week so far.
Whoa!
No, non-smoking. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Nice,
and yeah,
man.
I've noticed a huge difference.
We have talked about that in Switzerland. Once you feel that difference, really that drives you to just quit smoking for forever. Like I have smoked like for 10 years or so, and I just quit smoking like 3 years ago, and I have never touched a cigarette again. Guys, stop smoking. And if you are happy about DavinciJ15 not getting 150 years old but 200 years old right now, make sure you smash up the like button for him quitting smoking. Thank you so much. We have talked about that in Switzerland.
Yeah, I know, we did. And I was like trying to figure out how to quit smoking, and the key is just basically one, decide to do it. Two, don't mope about it when you do, right?
Exactly.
Think about all the positive things you gaining, because you're gaining so much more than you're losing when you actually stop smoking. So just focus on that. Every time you get those annoying pangs, the desires that you just smoke a cigarette, you just go, okay, well, you know what? I'm gaining so much more by not smoking than I am by smoking. So.
And my surprise was real. He didn't tell me, I promise. So everyone who now decides, watching the real oracle saying that, everyone who decides to stop smoking right now, it would be such a big pleasure for us to see at least one comment to say, I quit smoking now. Guys, comment below if you decide to quit smoking. Because if so, this will be the most valuable episode in whole crypto history, because it will save lives. Guys, comment below, I quit smoking. So before we get into the content, into that urgent update with the volatility of Bitcoin, whether it will go up or down within the next week, we want to thank our sponsor for joining us. But before we do so, we want to show a fan art just for a few seconds, guys. Look at that. Someone did that on Twitter. He shared that. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger with my face on, and DavinciJ15 as Mike Tyson right here. So the whole MMCrypto team is very grateful for that. Thank you so much. So now we have an announcement to make just for a few seconds before we go into the charts with DavinciJ15. We want to announce that DavinciJ15 and MMCrypto will go to Moscow. Most probably, we are waiting for the visa, but this is like nearly 100% already, to a big trading event from UTEX, and this is United Traders Exchange, and they are doing a big trading event. It is free for all. Everyone can join that with the link given down in the description down below, and join us and also Da Vinci making that trading event. So go to that link below if you want to participate. If you only want to watch, you have to subscribe to the UTEX YouTube channel. The link is also given down in the description down below. Subscribe and also hit the bell button not to miss out on that trading event where we will be physically attending. So that will be very interesting, guys, and you can also win 100,000 US dollars. If that isn't nice, and now we will show you just a very quick pre-roll campaign before we go straight into the content. Oh, wait, I have to turn the music on now. All right, guys. So thank you so much for sponsoring us. Thank you so much for making that possible. And we are looking forward to see everyone at that trading event in Moscow. And now, DavinciJ15. Without any further ado, you don't have all too much time today, but please share your knowledge with us. What is the urgent update? What's the volatility next week for Bitcoin all about?
Well, thanks, Chris. You know what? A lot of people have been asking me what should they do now that Bitcoin's gone crazy high, and they wanted to buy when it was a lot lower, below 4,000, but now they're like, oh my God, it's gone too high, too late. Well, you know what? You're not too late if you simply just dollar cost average. That is the safest thing. You know, people ask me, okay, well, what do you think? Is the price going to come back down? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to go higher. All I can tell you for sure where you're going to make some money is that if you dollar cost average, that means if you decide, okay, I'm going to put in $25 a week or $50 a month or some sort of number every time, every day on that specific day, right? And you keep buying on that time, you'll get an average price that's better than if you were to just try to gamble and figure out, okay, well, maybe it's going to come back down and I'm going to get this lower price and put everything on that price. You know, because it might even go lower. And so if you have an average price in, right, you'll be able to buy Bitcoins at a cheaper price than if you were to just, you know, okay, well, you know what, I'm going to put all my money in right now.
Exactly.
So split out. If you have like $5,000, you want to put it all in Bitcoin, you know what, split it out into like, you know, five $1,000 entries over the next 5 months, or even do over 10 months, $500 over 10 months. It's fine. Right, you get an average price, and you don't feel like, you know, you're missing anything, and you don't feel like you're losing anything either. So that's my advice if you really want to, if you want to invest in Bitcoins. But this is no financial advice, right?
Yeah, but I mean, this
research, right?
It's very good. It's dollar cost averaging, and you can completely exclude the psychology. So never when you are not part of this 1 or 2% of the best traders out there, it's very good to exclude the psychology and just follow that certain rules. And if it goes up, you are happy that you are in. If it goes down, you are happy that you can dollar cost average down. So either way it goes, you will be happy somehow, obviously. So thank you so much for that beginning advice, for that beginning non-financial advice. And now we can maybe get into the charts, and you can somehow share your insights of the that's the event again. Your insights of the Bitcoin price at the moment, where it will go within the next few days, and more important, within the next week, where this huge volatility is ahead.
Yes. Okay. So looking at the price here, as you know, we've broken out of these trend lines. So what now? Honestly, looking at the chart, all I can say is we're in for some chop.
That was a good one, man. I mean, we didn't expect that right now. Thanks, DaVinci. We are in for some chops. Okay, so maybe you can specify that a little bit more for everyone who doesn't know our insider jokes.
Yeah. Well, the market has to do a little bit of consolidating here if it wants to make a move, whatever move it wants to make next. And so really looking at this chart, this was too far, too fast, and odds are it's going to come back down at us.
Like lava.
Unfortunately. We've already tagged the 61.8. If you didn't take profits, people, what the hell are you doing? Why are you watching?
You love the 61.8, man. That's your favorite level. I mean, that was so obvious that was a perfect level to scale out a little bit. Yeah.
So it was like, I remember when we took off, I said, listen, you know what? I remember back down here on Tuesday, or what was it, Tuesday, that we did the video or something like that.
Yeah.
I was saying, yeah, you know what? It's gonna go up to it's gonna crawl away its way up to the 61.8. So it did that. If you didn't sell, then hello, start smacking yourself in the head.
It's exactly. I mean, this red zone is your selling zone, and that was exactly the highest price at that point of time. So that was actually a good timing to maybe scale out a bit, and now starting to scale in, or maybe even wait for the next week. So what was the volatility you were talking about before? All about actually.
So looking back at this chart, your risk is huge here. I mean, if Bitcoin breaks down here, I'm sorry, people. This is going to come all the way back down to this trend line probably, and then it's got the 200-day moving average to hit. Ooh, it could get ugly really fast, really fast. Mm-hmm. So you have to really consider, your risks. You're gonna have to set some. If somebody was trading this thing, you have to set your stops hard and fast. I mean, at 4680, you gotta dump everything if you want to put a stop loss and dump it hard at 4700 at the market price if it breaks down there, because it's going all the way down here.
All right. So you see still 4,200 as the next level where we can hit the price of Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's a possibility, and the possibility has grown larger when I take a look at the larger scale, right? I mean, normally when Bitcoin breaks out of a downward trend, it doesn't close the weekly above the Bollinger Band and stay above that Bollinger Band. It doesn't open up and stay above that Bollinger Band for a very long time. So you can pretty much guess that this is going to come right back into this Bollinger Band and right back into it hard.
Man, that's far away. That's far away, DaVinci.
That's just next week.
Yeah. So we will be facing possible prices. I mean, obviously, it can go another way of maybe even $4,200 in the next week.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the most highest probability. Yeah. I've got any good news for you guys. Now, of course, anything can happen, but that's the highest probability. We're going to be ending up back down here. The odds of us opening on Sunday here and then going higher. Jesus, I wouldn't bet on that.
Maybe we can put that, DaVinci. That actually, can we put that in percentage terms? You named the most probable scenario of 4,200 with the highest probability, and then a low probability actually for on Sunday or Monday starting and going into the next weekly candle. What are the probabilities for a red candle and for a green candle in the next week? Can you make any kind of rough estimation for that?
Well, easy. Markets tend to trend, not trend 20% of the time, 30 to 20% of the time, and then what's it called? Just it stays in a zone, a trading zone, for 70 to 80% of the time, and we're in this trading chop zone. So obviously, it's an 80% chance that we're gonna come right back in here.
80%. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
70 to 80% chance we're coming back down.
So that sounds already urgent. And now looking back, let's say, I mean, regarding the last episodes we made, you were correct with each and every single prediction. And let's say it's always 80% and your prediction is correct. There will be one point of time, just for you guys watching that, don't take everything for a 100% certainty and for 100% granted, because there will be one time in the future, maybe it's this time, maybe the next time, when things will go otherwise, like not like we are saying it right now. So there is the highest probability, but like 2 out of 10 times it can be still be happening that it will go like higher, even though we say lower. But yeah, looking into the past history, you were very, very correct, like a lot of times, if not like always. So this really sounds urgent, and 80% is really a very high percentage for that. So you said, just to conclude that, you said that those price levels, when we enter this 80% probability scenario, are actually 4,200. Is there also possibility that we go lower, or that we will consolidate at a higher at a higher price of 4,200?
I would say we have to wait until that price until we get down there and see what happens, what the market does. You know what? I think we should just do a Fibonacci draw retracement, actually, just to see where that $200 price, that $4,200 price takes us. Because if we do the Fibonacci and if the 61.8 is there, nope, it's not. Let's go from all the way from the bottom. Let's take these out. Delete.
You love the Fibonacci's and you love the 61.8.
Yeah, well, Bitcoin loves the 61.8, not me.
It made you a bunch of money. It made you a bunch of money, DaVinci.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty much. I mean, there you go. It's like free money, man. They're like pretty much handing you the fucking market here, man.
So Jesus, you are going Christ. Up to an 85% probability right now.
Pretty much giving it to you, like telling you where they're gonna go. Look at that. They just lined it right up.
And now that's interesting. You are pointing out with that green area a buy zone. So maybe we can point out what buy zone.
It's right from here to here. Oh. Sorry. It's here to here. Sorry.
Oh man, I would have liked to see it a little bit more above.
Yeah, the 61. So it could come all the way down here and go and then back out.
All right, but actually, just to conclude that again, it does not mean that we say we will enter in another bull market and in an apocalyptic washout. This will be something like a very hard correction, and afterwards the price is again due for another upwards price movement. Is that correct?
Exactly. And you know what? Anything could happen. I would hope that we stayed like consolidating up here for a while, but I mean, I can't see it. I can't see the weekly chart staying outside the band this early in the ending of the bear market. So yeah, it's too early.
But guys, let's say it happens otherwise and we will still go up even further. We will be the happiest persons alive because we are not standing 100% on the sidelines. It's not that the price went up and we are going 100% out of Bitcoin. You shouldn't stay 100% at the sidelines because you should always be aware that there's an alternative scenario and that Bitcoin still can continue to grow up, even though the highest probability is that it will correct to those price levels mentioned by DavinciJ15. So please guys, make sure, and this is no financial advice, invest what you can afford to lose, but make sure you are not standing completely on the sidelines. Also go to our channel and watch the latest episode where we have shown you 2 major indicators with the delta and with the realized cap. You have to watch that to understand how this mechanism works to shake out the weak hands. That's very important as well. So now, DaVinci, as the concluding question maybe, we would like to ask you, what is your immediate game plan right now? How do you want to handle the situation in the marketplace right now and also within the next week?
Well, I mean, if you'd already profited from the Bitcoin, this Bitcoin move, I think you should take profits. Obviously, keep a little bit on hand because anything can happen.
Exactly. There are still 20%.
You want to be able to take profits if this thing goes all the way closer to $6,000. But in the meantime, you should leave that cash on the sidelines unless the market draws out something cool the next week and and shows us that, hey, you know what, we want to go higher, you leave that, you're going to leave that cash on the sidelines. You're not going to spend, you're not going to buy anything unless the market really says, hey, you know what, we're going higher. Yeah. Then if you have that cash on the sidelines, I think we're going to do some 61.8 ping pong. We're going to head back down to 61.8, touch it, and probably come back up to the 61.8 and touch it again.
Yeah, man. So you are actually not going out completely. You like that ping pong action, especially when it's with the 61.8s, because then you are making a bunch of money always, DaVinci.
Exactly.
That's cool. So yeah, thank you so much for that update. And guys, always remember there is this 20% possibility. I mean, you also had that sell zone before between 5,200 and 6,000 or so. And yes, we went in that sell zone and we dropped immediately down below. So you were very correct with that. But at least you are seeing also a 20% possibility that we will go even higher in that sell zone, maybe with a maximum of 6,000. But again, highest probability that we will go down. So guys, if you thought that was interesting, make sure you leave a like and also leave your own thoughts. Do you think that we will go up or down? Or do we will consolidate within the next week? Do you think that there will be a high volatility, and in which direction? That would be very interesting to know the market sentiment. And yeah, let us know, share your own opinion right there. So now, before coming to an end, DaVinci, you actually have a very important announcement also regarding Pandora's wallet, because things are getting pretty serious right now.
Yes, we've got the signing certificate, so we're going to be able to sign our software. And so it won't. So Windows 10 won't tell you there's a virus or whatever, right? Or it's unsafe to run. So we'll be able to sign. So that's a plus, of course. And for sure, on Monday I will be, unless something else blows up on my face. Hopefully not. We will be doing some videos showing you how to trade with Pandora's wallet.
Wow, everyone is waiting for that, because I mean, without any guidance, it can be maybe difficult in the beginning, but if you are doing educational videos about that, will be very interesting. Will you release them on your own channel, DavinciJ15?
Yes, that's correct. I'll be releasing on my own channel, and maybe we'll do some on MMCryptos as well.
Yeah, sure. We can show also something like in our regular episodes, just like trading with it or so. It will be very interesting. So if you want additional content, additional to that channel right here, go to DavinciJ15's channel in the description down below. Click on that link, go to his channel and subscribe to his channel. And also the link for Pandora's wallet will be also given down below in the description. So I mean, we have come to an end pretty early today, but the next episode will be already on Wednesday in the next week. So, guys, you can be sure we will do like 2 episodes per week with DavinciJ15. So, if you are excited, make sure you smash up the like button. And that being said, any last words for our audience, DaVinci, before we conclude today's episode?
Yeah, if you ask me which altcoin is going to go higher, I'm going to scream, because like I've got text messages all the time. Please, right? Do not put all your money in one particular altcoin, because that's what the people want to hear. They want to hear me say Dash, and they're gonna go, okay, $100,000 on Dash. No, don't do that.
Guys, please, listen to DaVinci. He's always talking about 0.5%, 0.25%. Always remember, Bitcoin is king. And yes, you can make some money with altcoins, but be vigilant, be responsible with your money, and don't put everything on one thing. Always remember, Bitcoin is king, and there are some good altcoins, but definitely don't go all in, man. Don't go all in. And we will also cover some altcoins within the next week, so make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. Thank you so much, DaVinci. And yeah, we will see each other on the next episode with DavinciJ15 on Wednesday on our channel. And also in the meantime, we will have like 1 or 2 episodes maybe already also on our channel. So thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, we will see each other at the next episode of MMCrypto and DavinciJ15. So as always, guys, always remember, bye-bye.